you're sitting here on Twitch.
I'm comfortable. I'm not gonna lie to you.
You're comfortable, right?
I am.
If you were born 100 years ago and it was the 1920s, you'd be in some ditch in northern France, living in the fucking mud, hoping not to get killed by a random sniper in some bullshit war you barely understand for 4 years. Then you'd come home and hope your wife hasn't been bombed.
Yo!
You understand? But that's the world. That's the world. The world has become exceptionally easy for a lot of men. It used to be a different place. Most men were cannon fodder. Most of us would have ended up in wars, dying for fucking no reason. Now we don't have to do that. So because we don't have to do that, men think it's okay to just become comfortable now. You're not supposed to be comfortable. You were never evolved to be comfortable. You're supposed to be uncomfortable.
Right.
And if you make yourself uncomfortable constructively, it's very easy to be anything you want. You talk about GTA, Grand Theft Auto. I know the game. I used to play the old one on the PlayStation 1 when I was a child.
Which one?
I haven't played any.
Which one? You talking about
The
San Andreas?
very first one.
Vice City, GTA 3? Yeah.
Oh, the very first one, like 1994.
Okay. Okay.
But I've never played any of those games, but I find it amazing that people will sit there and spend all their time upgrading that character, making as much money as they can, getting the best guns, getting strong, getting some hoes, meeting important people, getting the best car. They'll do all that in a game, but they won't do it in real life. I find that incredible. Like, my life is GTA. I don't need to play a game for GTA. If I want a gun, I'll fucking buy it. If I want a car, I'll fucking buy it. I want a bitch, I'll get her. It's me. I am GTA. I don't see why people play the games. They play the games because they're scared of loss. Because if you die in the game, you get another chance. If you lose in the game, you get another chance. In life, you get one shot. But if you get some balls, that's what life is as a game. That's what life is as a man. This is one big video game. You get to upgrade your character. You're not born with any value. All these women that you just put me on with are born with value. They're pretty already. They're gorgeous already. They're good looking enough. Even if they're a 5, someone's going to give a shit they exist because someone wants to fuck them. As a man, if you don't make yourself valuable, you have no value. You have to get up and do it. Just like a video game, you start with fucking 0. You have to decide if you want to complete it. You have to upgrade your character. So I find it amazing that men are going to play video games and fuck about and waste their time instead of upgrading their character. Everyone knows what to do. You know what you have to do.
You're right.
If you had to become the most dangerous, intelligent, respectable man on the planet, you know you're supposed to go to the gym. You know you're supposed to train, learn how to fight. You know all these things. You don't do them. That's your decision. It's your prerogative. I didn't make that choice. I made the choice to do it all. I decided all of it. And every single man watching this can do the exact same thing. Which is why I have very little pity. When I do these streams and people think I'm arrogant or I'm rude to people, or even to you earlier, when I was making jokes and I've been joking with the girls, saying drink the soy latte.
I'm not, yeah.
Of course, and I know we're only joking, right? But the point is, that's a conscious decision you made. I would never make fun of someone who hasn't got a choice. I wouldn't make fun of someone born with one
I
arm.
have a choice, though.
But if you've made a fucking decision to be less than you should be, then I believe you should be mocked for that decision.
I agree. I feel like, yeah.
All right. Pleasure before payment. For real, you like to get, you do things that you can't afford. For real, you do stuff you can't afford. And then you don't understand that this society is built rich off of people who like pleasure before payment. They making money off of you because you buy a car you can't afford and they charge you 5-6 times more for it. They give you a house that you can't afford, and you thought it was $300,000, but come to find out when you finish paying for it 15, 30 years later, that house wasn't $100,000. Now it's about $700,000. You didn't pay the extra $500,000 for a house that's not worth it. They caught you because you was broke. They saw you watching the game. They saw you. No, they laughing, and they think I'm playing. They got you monitored when you watch it. They know your spending habits. This thing is crazy. I wasn't even in Michigan for 4 months. I was on the road. I came back, went to like the Myers, and I just bought one thing, and they gave me coupons for everything I buy. I was like, somebody watching me. How they know I eat that? And I eat that. And I eat that. And I ain't bothered in a while. And they just gave me a coupon for it. They watching you. You just thought the mail came randomly. A car came to your crib, credit card. You're trying to start a business. You're broke. We're about to give you $50,000 at $2 million interest. You didn't read that part. It was so small. You was just geek. I got a credit card. I prayed and the credit card came. No. Don't put that on God. You didn't make your credit card holy. I'm sorry. I know, but they get mad. Let me stop. They don't value delayed gratification. You're undisciplined. Man, if I could go here, but I can't go here. Man, listen to me very closely. A lot of you could be millionaires, but because you're not disciplined, he pulls on a couple. Some of you because you're not sexually disciplined, you've had people take stuff from you and you've been in places and relate. I just saw 2 young women that lost their lives that was on some dating thing and went to some man. I was just like, yo, where they do that at? Where do you just trust somebody online that you don't even know?
More visual encouragement for the willpower and belief inside what you can do. Another guy out in the Far East, he's an engineer, you know? He likes to work on cars and do engine stuff and, you know, grease monkey dude. So he wants to get a job, wants to get paid for what he loves. He knows what he wants, that's what he wants, man. So he goes to Toyota, the big car company in his area, and says, hey man, I'm an engineer, man, I can make some kick-ass engines and shit. And he comes in and they talk to him, and this Toyota's like, get the fuck out of here. You don't have the credentials, you don't have the experience, you don't know what the fuck you're doing. Who do you think you get out of here, you're wasting our time. He's sent home with his tail between his legs. Still wants to be an engineer. Wanted to do it, you know, on the assembly line, Toyota. They said no. He didn't stop, he kept going. So instead of being in the assembly line Toyota, he was in his garage doing it. Started making little scooters. Liked it though, man. You know, that's what he wanted to do. So he did it in his garage, scooters. Got on that scooter and drove it around town. The neighbors were like, wow, that scooter, man, it's pretty cool. Let me try it. They tried it, it's pretty good. You know, the fuck Toyota, man. Why are you going to your own business, man? Be a little entrepreneur, make scooters. He's like, yeah, I love it, why not? I'm gonna do scooters. That's what he started with. That's not what he ended with. His last name was Honda. You know, there's countless stories out there of people that hit failure over and over again. And I bring that up because that's what creates the want, the desire, the demand for something to change. That gives you a directional path. So when you're on that sailboat out at sea, you know how to take the wind coming at you into your favor, to sail in the direction you want. But you're not sailing into some harbor of a known point. No, you're gonna sail down uncharted waters. And why? Because those uncharted waters lead to undreamt shores of possibilities.
I went through so much life experience and like required so much discipline and consistent effort that it literally changed who I was as a person and made me a better man, a better husband, a better this because of the journey that I was on. And I don't believe you need to win Olympias to be that. It helped me faster and more maybe, but you can still find that same level of personal growth through just having a goal that you put your mind to, and consistent effort and learning nuance to it, being disciplined and understanding how much your mind plays into this stuff, learning to control your mind, self-regulate, and, you know, get rid of limiting beliefs and apply positivity and all the things that you can do to make yourself better in every way of your life. And I think a lot of people are like lacking purpose right now and stuck doing really short-term gratification things, you know, like iPhone, social media, whatever it may be, and be able to pull away from that, focus on more positive things, I think would make a lot of people a lot more happier.